Hi everyone, it's Dark Art Pro here. It's Friday. Yes, we like Fridays. It's the weekend. I'm in my studio where I love to be, and I am going to continue with Alien Xenomorph. Yes, we love it, don't we? Yeah. So I've kind of mapped it out. I hope you've seen the previous videos. I thought I'd show you right from the beginning of my process to how to sort of transfer the image onto Dibond, whether it's a car or whether it's canvas. I don't know. I have sketched out before straight onto the Dibond. That's fine. But I kind of wanted a nice crisp edge on this. I'm thinking what I wanted to do is actually keep this area completely white, so the alien just pops. Oh, we like that, yeah. Wouldn't like that in your face. It's creeping through the lift. Ah! Okay, so we're going to continue with this. I want to thank everyone for watching my videos. Really, really cool. I appreciate it, and I really hope you enjoy watching more of them. So I'm keen to get some paint down. So I'm going to use my Micron again. I know I can't resist it. This lovely thing, and I'll put some base black in here because we're going to go black and white at the moment, just a little bit, very, very fine. We won't be pure black; it'll be like a light grey by the time it goes onto here. And then later on, I'm going to probably hit this with some candy, some royal blue candy, especially across the top of the alien head there. It's kind of different colours, kind of mottled armoured colour over here, sort of brownishy maybe. I don't know. So it's going to start off with kind of monochrome, and then we'll may add some colour later on. I like monochrome. I know it's me, isn't it? Right. So let's click this on here. Just get the paint going through. So all I'm going to do is map out now. I've already cut sections out. So if you've seen the video before, you'd have seen me just doing a bit of cutting. But I didn't think I was going to do a whole long piece on that because it's not the most interesting. So yeah, I'm going to take this section off here. You can see that. So this will give me an idea of where I want to go. Just pop this over there for a second. Ooh, leave that there. So yeah, I'm looking for a nice crisp edge. So I'm going to put a bit more material down here. Remember, I'm not going for any detail here. I'm just sort of defining areas. So if I just start off here. You can see there. See, I'm not going too heavy either because I don't want that. There's some highlighted areas to see that. Let's leave a gap there. Just going up. I think I might do a little bit more reducer in there. Any blacks, like I said, any blacks or whites, they're all really opaque, so you've got to be reducing quite a lot. So it's super fine. Let's try it again. I want quite a sharp edge in this, so I'm going to put a bit more material down here. Material paint, that's probably the word, isn't it? Just paint. Once I've got a sort of edge, then I'm okay. So, see, quite fluid, nothing. Okay, cool. So I'm kind of happy with that for the minute. Got a bit more paint there for a second. So you can see it's very kind of light really. Maybe a little bit darker there. I just want this edge to pop a bit. Okay, cool. So I kind of want to leave that section here. I'm just going to peel back this section, 2 secs. Oh, I've had a paint spillage. Oh my word. Live on YouTube, paint spillage, bear with me, my lovely people. There you go, dealt with. I'm really rubbish. I don't know how the else coats as well, but I tend to make a bit of a mess when I paint. There we go, look, live mistake. Okay, right, we'll pop that back in there. But we might just give that a little bit of a wipe because it'll be all over the place. These things happen, but you can clear it up, can't we? Awesome. Right, so as you can see, I've just done that quite quickly. Let's just kind of map this area out. So if I remove that, for instance, you'll be able to see. Get a lovely crisp edge. Can you see that? Which you kind of want. That's good. We'll leave that for the minute though. Let's hit down. Let's put this airbrush back here. Let's go. I kind of want to get this chin on the go as well. Let's lift this up. Hold it on. There we go. There. In fact, I'm not going to cut that. I'm just going to place that there for a second when I paint. So yeah, so we're just sort of like giving us those lovely edges. I can spray on there even just to test my paint. You can see it. This can go quite dark, this edge, because below it is because it's under his chin. So again, the light is kind of coming across. Let's have a look here. Again, need a bit more reducer. I'm telling you, black, it's a beast. I suppose it's flowing a bit nicer now. There we go. Rough and ready. But it's about, just like you say, we're talking about is getting this paint down to give us a reference to go from. All the textures, all the detail, they come later. Let me just see what else what I want going on here. I don't know if I cut that section there. Let me just check. I kind of wanted a stark. Sometimes you forget to cut certain sections. I want that bit to be separated from. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. So that's quite a sharp line, so I'm going to be careful here. I just want to put a bit of a separation, so it just gives me an idea. See, nothing heavy there, just gently. Okay. If you go too heavy, the lines are hard to get rid of, so you've got to be careful. Okay, let me have a look now. I'm just choosing the bits I want to keep white. Let's get this chin area. You can see how it goes round, sort of links up. It'll just give me some reference. That circle should stay there. Look at this, let's move that across here. So you think you're done with the cutting and stuff, but you never are. See. Okay, it looks like a mess now, doesn't it? But just watch and see. Let's see how we get on. Okay, so back on again. Again, it's just giving me a reference of where I am. Just get material down. It's just good to get paint down. I'm going to take some of this off now. Let's have a look here. Just to put it down there. 2 secs. Yes, I hope you're all trying to get on with your own artwork, maybe doing some nice pieces. I'd be lovely to see them if you wanted to post, if you're brave enough. It's always quite a personal thing, isn't it? There. In fact, I think I'm going to leave that. It looks all complicated, this, doesn't it? Okay, let's take this section off here. Okay, there we go. Right. Smooth that down there. I kind of want this bit, this edge here. Oh no, I don't. There we go. Yep. Okay, it can get slightly confusing. Just give me a bit of a. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting it now. And again, it doesn't matter if we start going a bit wrong because we can always paint over it later. The same with anything else. Oh, I made a mistake again. Gosh, it's all happening. Let's just put a bit of paint material paint over that again. And then in some ways, once I've got this off, it's a relief. I'm like, oh god, I've got it off. Thank God, I can start just doing what I want to do. Okay. It'll make sense. When I start taking this off properly, you'll see I want to get into this area, so I'm just going to cut this off now because I'm being crazy. Hope you can see this is cool. So I'm keeping this at XY there because I want that white for the moment, so I can add more detail later. Let me think now. I kind of would like to get the edge of this a bit of sinew, just to give me a reference again. Let me just click this off here. I really enjoyed doing Venom. That was a really nice piece. Great fun to do. Just cut across here. I thought I'd done all the cutting, but no, there's more. But you'll find out you do that when you go along. Yep, it's okay. Let's stick that over here. Yeah, I enjoyed doing Venom. It's really nice. But I do love sci-fi, and I do love any monsters really. And this is a great monster, isn't it? Let's have a look here. So let's keep a nice edge of that. Needs a bit of a blast through this. Yeah, it makes sense. When I start removing bits and pieces, you'll start seeing the xenomorph sort of appear. There's that chin gun. Let's take that off there. We don't want that on there. Let's get rid of that. You see, I'm just mapping it out nice and slowly. In fact, let me just cut this section. There's lots of kind of link and sinew going across everywhere. Let's move that. There we go. Can be a bit faffy at the start, but it's well worth it. You just got to take your time. Okay, just got some paint on there. That's all good. In fact, I'm going to take this off now, and you'll see. We're starting to get sort of a basic shape of the alien. I can't get this sticky stuff on there. It's really sticky, this Ultramask. A top tip that I was told, well, I saw was if you want to get some stickiness off some sort of mask or anything like that, you can just lie it on your top of your jeans or something and just take that tack off, and that works really well. So you think you're going to be afraid of your paintwork coming off with it. Let me just let's have a quick look here. Okay, so I think I'm freestyling now, peeps. There we go. I'm going across there. So I want kind of like defined sections here. Yeah. So if I get this bit out. It is fluffy, but you get things in proportion where you want them. And it's important sometimes that happens. There you go. Oh, lost it. Oh my god, I can hear it raining out there. Oh no, it's wind. Weather report over. Okay, so I'm just going to lay down some black here again. Just very lightly to give me an edge. Okay. Oh, it is rain. No, we are raining. We're raining in England. Oh my god. Us Brits don't like the rain. Okay, let me think here. So, I want to keep that section there. I might just give myself a bit. Oh no, I'll keep that section. I don't need to do that. I'll tell you what I want to do is get this bone structure, which is not quite right. There we go. I would like this, and then I'm nearly happy to take the old lot off. because I get annoyed by it. I need it to go so I can just paint. Okay, so let's move this down here. Yeah, so I hope you're enjoying your airbrushing. I hope that you maybe trying some of these methods. That would be really cool if you were. Let's have a look here. So I'm just going to put some paint down. There you go. Okay, simple as that. Nice and gentle. It doesn't matter what you do. I'm just creating something here. Bit of an edge, not too much. It gives me that reference that I'm after. Now what I want to do is work down this body here. Yeah, so I'm going to pull this section off here now. Like I say, if you make mistakes it doesn't matter because we can rectify stuff. Oh, I thought I cut through there, but we haven't. Sorry if I'm obscuring the image. I hope the quality of video is okay. I mean, I haven't got all the super equipment, but at least you can see. I think they look generally alright. Maybe I should get a better camera, I don't know. But I want to spend my time there. You can see the edge of it, isn't it wonderful? Right, here we go. Let's push that back there. Sooner I can get this mask off, the better, eh? Oh! Okay, so after an edge here, pretty fluid. A bit more material down than I normally would there. But again, it's all rectifiable. You know, we have got whites. We can go over stuff. Let's just move this again. I can't wait just to take it all off. Okay, there we go. There's that bottom section. That's what I wanted out. So it's quite a messy process, really, isn't it? Well, not messy, just fiddly is probably the word. But it does help you give those defined areas, which is really cool. And that's what mapping is. It's just giving you those areas so you can move on, which is really what we want. Let's have a look here. So I do want to take, I'm tempted just to take this whole back section off now. No, then again, let's do this section here. This is like the top of the mouth. Mapping it out nice and gently. Let's have a look there. So you can see this is a bit grainy still, isn't it? Not too bad. Okay. We'll do, sir. I think reduction of paint's really important, you know, and you do see people struggling with it, but in the end, if it's not shooting correctly, then add slightly more reducer until it is. Whether that's a technical way of doing it, I don't know, but that's what works for me. I mean, if it's, yeah, so if you're struggling with it, that's fine. Make sure it's mixed correctly. Get them bubbles going like that. Oh yeah, beautiful. But black's always been like, it's always a bit of a pain. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay, I'm getting pleased. I'm pretty pleased with that. This section here is quite dark. I kind of just want to get some paint in here. That's a piece of sinew, isn't it, down there? Okay, let's map that out quickly. It's kind of linking muscles or like a tendon. I'll add more of these on the actual piece when I get a chance because it's kind of what I like to do. If you looked at Venom, there was a sinewy section going across. Have I spilt it again? Oh no, that must have been earlier. Right, okay. God, I'm losing the plot, peeps. Let me just move that up there. Oh, I made a right mess. Okay, let's pop that on there. I wonder if anyone else have disasters in their studios or at home where this paint gets everywhere and I don't know where it goes. That's why I don't decorate. Well, I do, but I seem to get it all over my face. all over my hands, all over the place. Absolute utter nightmare. And this is only small. Can you imagine with a big paintbrush? Good God. Right, okay, so let's just get this mapped out quickly. Give that blast through. Okay. That's kind of cool. Right, I want to get this dark area, so I'm going to put a bit of material down so I know that it's going to be darker there. Shift this. So this is quite a long sort of video, I'm sorry about this, but I kind of think, why not? You can watch it at your leisure, break it down into small sections, listen to me drivel on about stuff. But I do hope in some ways that these videos are kind of useful. This is where you find out your cutting's not perfect. I want those bits to stay, that's quite important. Let's move that off there. Just destroying his gum. Okay, let's get some stuff down here. This is like the inside sort of inner tongue, which is that bit that came out and usually gets people. Just going to put an edge on there, just so I know where it begins and ends. Yes, there's a section where the alien's mouth comes out inside, we all know it comes out straight into someone's face or something horrific like that. I mean, it was a killing machine, wasn't it? It was absolutely a brutal thing when it came out. Terrified me when I saw it. Let me have a look here. So even that section there as well. Okay, cool. Just give me an idea where I'm at. I'm just kind of sketching a little bit there on top of it. Right, let's move this section out. I think, yes, I want to leave that there. I'm going to freestyle the rest, I think, now. So let's take this off here. Clip that off there. And with the luckily enough with this, well, any airbrush really, if you take your time, you can keep those edges nice and sharp. But keeping that section of there on the part of the alien's head, I can place that back on, and then I can go over with white if I want to, and keep keep those edges really crisp. It's the beauty of this mask stuff. But anyway, right. So let's just take it off and let's go for it. I think I don't want to get too much down. God blimey, sticky in it. I want to keep that section. It's like unwrapping a present. Okay, there we go. Right, I'm going in. I'm going in. Right, take this off here. You can see there, it's not a great deal, just gives me an idea where things are. Pop that back on there. Let's take this off here. Take that off there. Yeah, so I'm just going to airbrush around that a little bit and just put like it's like a breathing tube going over there. Just 2 secs. I'll do that now before I forget. Okay, so we airbrush around that area. Just gives me that point so I know where it is. Let's have a look here. Yeah. So I remember the guy, someone saying, "Oh yeah, don't use it like a pencil. Don't sketch with it. You can if you want. You can do what you want. It's fine." So have a look at this area here. It's like a big bony area. Kind of cool, man. Okay, cool. Again, this is more for reference. This one. Same with that around there. Just go around this section. And then we'll take this section away. Let's put a bit more. Material on here. Material paint. I love these Inspire paints. They are solvent based, but they just spray beautifully. I do love them. You get used to what you get used to. I've used water based in the past, but I always fall back on these because they work well within. So I can get this section here. On cars, because it just lasts. The colours do stay for such a long time. So yeah, it's something that I'm used to. I'd like to try some. They do Inspire H2O, I think. So I'd like to try those without a doubt. I'm just doing a bit of sketching here because I can. Just give me an idea where things are. Let me come off here. He's got a big section coming off his neck. I mean, it's quite an incredible design, Alien. I thought, I'd never seen anything like it in my life when, as kids or as young people. It was absolutely phenomenal. And Geiger, who designed it, what a genius. I mean, what an absolute genius. I think definite kind of artist hero. It's very cyber and cinetic, sort of cyber and cinetic. Cyber's sort of like feel to it, and when they come across that, the alien ship after landing, looking after a distress call, it's just fabulous. But the design of the monster was never been seen before. It was, it was very scary. Okay, so this area is all sort of it looks like tubing, but it's not. It's kind of, I guess it's muscle and different sort of pieces. But so I'm just sketching it out here. Let's get rid of. I want to get rid of this mask in here. I guess I'm slightly impatient when it comes to stuff like that because I like to see the starkness, but it does cover this edge. So if I really was sensible, I'd probably keep on all the time. But unfortunately, my brain doesn't work like that. Right. So let's move this up here like that. Reference. It's very dark and sort of sinewy in here as well. This area. Where's the top of the head? Let's go this way. Yeah. So yeah, we're right at the beginning of this, which is great. I'm really pleased. I hope that you have sort of enjoyed the process so far. I think it's kind of a. Let me just get rid of this section. It's good to see how we start some projects, and starting them is probably some of the hardest bits. Just starting it. Let's just remove this. Not really sure why I left that on there. Oh yeah. Okay, cool. So behind there, this is like a big band of sinew that goes across, I think. Put some Like I say, it's all a bit rough and ready, but we're getting the idea. It's starting to sort of come out of the picture. Let me have a look here. Oh, it curls up as well. Okay, so that can be a bit. That can be dark in there as well. We'll work on this. This is the kind of weird double jaw going in. I'll do a suggestion of that. Let me just do this area a bit. Get this edge nice and sharp. Okay, right, let's move across. Yeah. Oh, just spilt it again. Honestly, I am an utter nightmare with this. Constantly cleaning. Okay. Oh Christ. There we go. Right. So let's get back on this. Let's get rid of that big black mess that I've just done there. Right. I'm going to take the edge off in a second, and then we'll work from there. The good thing about this micron, you can get those fine edges really. This really just gives us a sharp edge, but I can still go in after and keep that edge. Cool. Yeah. Some material down there. Let's pop it back there. Let's move this airbrush out of the way. Right, so I'm going to remove this. And this is kind of like a linking valve thing, I think. Let's get rid of that. Because it's not actually white, it just gives me that reference point of where this sort of tube comes off. Again, this is kind of dark as well. Now what I'm thinking is, if I might shoot some candy blue over it at some point. I think I mentioned it before. Right, where am I going to go now? Right, let's take these off. We're going to leave the teeth as they are. So there we go. So this will give us the edge now. Take this off for a second. Okay. There we go, so we kind of nearly mapped it out completely. I'm just going to take this section out. Make sure those teeth are gone. Or on. Gone. Gone teeth. Fiddly, huh? So there you go, peeps. That is our alien xenomorph mapped out, ready just to airbrush. And already I'm getting excited. I can see these areas here where it's all this mouth's going to be quite complex. The same with the breastplate across here. It's you know it's a complex sort of like area of bone and sinew. This kind of links up like a V going across, but I'm going to have to sketch that in. I haven't mapped any of that out, but that's part of it, isn't it? You know, put your slant on the image that you want to do. So let me have a look here. It's like a weird tube thing going on here. Oh, it's a freaky thing, man. Absolute freaky thing. but uber cool in the first as well. So it's like proper badass. You know, nothing could touch it, could it? So yeah, I'm just gently layering, finding my way. So if you can look at the edge of this, actually it's quite sharp. Even if you put a little amount of material down, it can be quite sharp. So we have to try and soften those edges sometimes. Let me have a look here. There's an area there that's quite dark. I do hope the videos do help in some ways. I'd like to think I'm trying to help people or inspire them to do the more artwork themselves. I adore airbrushing. I think it's just a wonderful thing to do. Is it there? Or is it further down? That's deep down, I think. And once you start mastering some of the techniques, it becomes just a wonderful thing, a really wonderful thing to do. So within that area there, there's like a... Hold on, I'm just shooting a bit there. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so you start seeing the image, and then you start sort of carving the image out, which is so I sort of like it to sculpture, really. I'd be ace to let loose a nice big stone, marble stone. Take you forever though, wouldn't it? So I'll stick to my airbrushing. Yeah, so you can see now I'm just sort of like, again, I'm mapping out, but it's just freehand now. Just taking the odd reference off this image I've got in front of me. Like I say, with the tablet's great because you can zoom in. And like I say, I tend to work different areas. Keeps it fresh, keeps your mind interested. Yeah, so really early stages. I'm really pleased in some ways that you can see this, because it takes a long time to get a piece sort of working the way you want it to go. So yeah, it's not a quick thing. Let me just look at this valve. I know where it is. Let's have a look here. La la la. There we go. So it's kind of like, God knows what it does in the alien brain thing. Probably feeds him with some sort of oxygen. I don't know. So it's like a circular tube. So you can't just put lines straight down. You have to go with the shape of this tube, this feeding tube, and I'm just laying down little sections at a time. It doesn't matter if you can go over, because this will be masked with other stuff as well. I think the beauty of this monster was that it had no eyes, did it? Had no eyes. It was absolutely soulless, really. A bit like a shark's eyes in some ways, but it was like the whole thing, wasn't it? So there you go. Just starting to bring this edge through a bit now. Again, when I hold the airbrush, I hold it nice and close. Trigger on there. air on all the time, fingers tucked in. That's my control way of holding it really, unless I want to just lay colours down, then I'll just do it gently. Okay, cool, look. So we're getting a slight bit more definition now on it. Again, with all your artwork, take your time. There's no rush. That's the whole point. This is for you. This is the time for you to just to sort of chill and do what you want to do. Trying to define areas here so I don't get myself confused. It's like a breastbone that comes down here. If I can, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. All right, got it. Yeah, okay. So that breastbone is in fact there. I'm confusing myself. Yeah, he's starting to come on now, slowly but surely. Like I say, once you've got those defined areas, there's only a few bits and pieces, apart from his gammy teeth, which I will tackle in a second, or in a bit. Let me just go into that area actually, because that should be black in there, or darker, just to define that bit. Right, there you can see that breastbone sort of linking up. And it sort of comes below and across. And this breastbone here, and there's like a big kind of tube coming down here. God, it's a gross thing really, isn't it? So I knocked the camera then. I don't get this on these super cool. Not sure if that's correct. Okay, we can move that. Quite complex really. Yeah, like I say, I really enjoy doing these videos. It's been really good fun, but I don't think they're going to get much posher than this, unfortunately. But you know, I don't think you mind, do you? I mean, I used to love watching my granddad paint. Or draw. You know, it was quite a nice thing to watch. God, this monster's mad. See, it looks just kind of messy, but it's oh yeah, this is cool. So it's got like it's got lots of ribs of stuff going across here, like pipe sort of work. It's weird, man. It goes all the way across there. Kind of a darker area here. Getting paint down, being brave. I think I talked about it before. I had a bonnet to do. I might show you some, or you might see some images on my Facebook. I did a Clockwork Orange bonnet, and I looked at it for ages, and thinking, what do I do here? I need to get some paint down at some point. Looked at it for about a couple of months before I even could start it. I think I had a client. The client who is a very good friend of mine. He knows when I want to paint, I'll paint. So I just looked at it, and then suddenly came right. I need to get paint down, and I just got a lot of paint down, and then it went from there. And I think it's getting that motivation to start, but you've got to be in the right frame of mind, or it doesn't go well. And if you're not in the right frame of mind, then come back to another day. Let's have a look here. But in some ways, it just this is motivating me more now. It's starting to turn into something really kind of cool. this section here was just joined by lots of like kind of weird sinew stuff, which is great. I'm really pleased with that. So this here is kind of wrapped around it. So there's no way we're going fine detail yet. We're just, again, this is kind of like advanced mapping out, I guess, is it? You call it advanced mapping out? I think I probably will, yeah. And we build and we build and we build until we start getting all the textures we want. Muscle tone. Strange stuff on this chap, I must admit. I mean, I can't even tell you what it is. But again, it kind of lends to my style. I enjoy this kind of work, and it's cool, isn't it? Yeah, it's really, really cool. I'm loving a bit of a loving it already. My God. I do use mixed media sometimes. In the past I use ink and airbrush work. Let's just get another bit off here. So I'm not afraid to do that, but I like using this. Maybe I'm a bit of a purist, really, but well, no, I wouldn't say. Yeah, maybe a little bit. I like trying to master the airbrush even more. It becomes kind of addictive. Thinking, how can I get more control? How can I get more detail just using this lovely piece of kit? So that edge there, I'm just trying to soften up because it's a bit too harsh. I've gone a bit dark there. That's alright, no worries. This comes on through. Like I say, I'm just kind of mapping out a bit. It reminds me of like Hellraiser stuff, really. You know, like people's faces stapled with like elastic. I'm probably talking absolute garbage here. What I am loving about the about YouTube is that it does reach a lot of people, especially in different countries, which is really cool. So if you're abroad, probably in a nicer place than us, I don't know, hopefully sunnier, welcome to my channel. I mean, I've got a lot of stuff I used to love watching was on in the USA as well. We do get some very talented airbrush artists in the UK, but I think a lot of my inspirations was from like hot rudders, watching them do their work. I mean, it's so cool, isn't it? They've got these big muscle cars. So kind of, it would be nice to do a big muscle car. That would be very, very cool. Let me just get across. I'm just defining this little sort of area in here. What goes over that one? Okay. Kind of looks a bit weird this at the minute, but it will come through. I just need to figure it out. like a puzzle. Yeah, I'll figure that out in a minute. Okay. Again, the light is obviously coming across, so there's going to be a brighter area up here. I think that's just a bit of paint. And then I think I will. I've got this candy blue, which is really nice because it's got a blue hue to it, and I have got some a great colour called Infected Yellow Candy, which is just over here. And that might be kind of really cool for the this kind of breastplate that I'm creating here. Yeah, I think that's going to be really, really cool. I think working with colour's good. I do like monochrome. I must admit, I am a bit of a, because I do like the fact it's just one colour, and the stuff you can achieve with that one colour is really cool. I just found a bit of tape there. That's kind of cool. Add a little bit of texture. Yeah. Okay. There's a big bit of cine going across there. It's quite complex, but joyful as well. Gosh, there we go. It's all links. This area here, it's got so much sort of, it's like tight banding that holds his mouth together. So it's just making sure we've got that in place, really. Yeah, so there's no white. I'm just using the white again. I'm using the background of this, which is the white there. Let's get rid of that. So I've reduced this really quite a lot, so it's virtually transparent in some ways, even though it's an opaque, but because I've got a stark background, it feels like I can just build layers and layers and layers until I'm happy, really. Yeah. Yeah, so I was inspired a lot of time by the Americans doing some great artwork, and there's some fantastic artists out there. But the UK, gosh, they've got some incredible artists too. And it's worth, if you're not on any sort of forums and stuff. There's so much on social media that you can get involved in if you want to. I think it can be quite intimidating putting your art on somewhere. But they're not a bad place to get advice and stuff like that. If you want to do that, that's fine. Let me have a look here. I'm just going to get this going a bit more. But you know, everyone has to start somewhere. I did. I was looking at some of my earlier work today, and I think, gosh, it was a bit rough and ready. But it's all about practice, isn't it? I'd never used an airbrush before. So I was keen to just master something new. I think I'm just going to put a bit of dark in there. You know, and it's all about practice and trying your best, really. So I'm kind of freestyling a bit now because I'm getting the majority of that I want down, which is kind of cool. I wouldn't mind getting this section just a bit more defined. As it come across there. Oh, got a bit of splatter. Could you see that, peeps? That's from not concentrating. Not too bad though. I mean, what's really good about this bony area, we can start putting textures down later, and I'm building on it so it's nice and looks like bone. It's like an armoured thing he's got going on there. So these little circly bits, I like it. Yeah, what do you think, peeps? Do you think we're doing alright? I think we're getting there, aren't we? I think what I'm going to do, I want to tackle... let me think, yeah. Let's tackle those teeth in a moment. Have I got that section on it? I pulled it out. This is what happens sometimes. You do a relief and then you think, oh no, I shouldn't have took that off. Okay, just bear with me. So, what I'm going to do, because I want the edge of the teeth to be showing, I need to put some bits back. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's that section. Okay, 2 secs. Oh no, I'll see what I'm doing. I'm just going to go for it. Just going to go for it. It's going to happen live here on Facebook, YouTube. Oh my god, I'm rambling now. Okay, so look here. Okay, let me have a look. Where's my leaning in. Let's have a look here. So I'll need an edge. Okay, take this off. Getting the outline down to these teeth. And we'll work on them more. Take this off there. You can see that one there, that's sticking out nicely. Take this one off here. Like I say, you know, we're not just going to hit it with black all the time. We are going to hit the white with this one because I want it to look really, really cool. Okay, let's take that off there. This section I want, it's actually shadowed teeth behind it. Teeth can be a bit of a pain. You have to take your time with these things. So what I'm going to do here is cut down. Okay. Right, cool. Okay, I'll work for that now, so let's move that out of the way. Says Right, let's get in there. I guess I'm not doing the best sort of commentary at the moment. I'm just concentrating here a minute. Yeah, teeth can be a pain, gum lines, and I think the best way to practice those kind of things was, let me just take this section off there. Schools are good because they have like those open gums. They're really kind of cool. Actually, no, we're going to do one section at a time. Oh god, this is quite tedious, but it'd be worth it. I need to sort those bottom sections of teeth out there. I'll cut in between. So it just gives us a defined area. Okay, so if we take, actually, you think, oh, I might cut this bit out of the video. I'm boring you to death. Oh, there we go, that's okay, that's okay. I can handle that, okay. But like, so this is early doors for this, so it doesn't matter too much. It doesn't matter too much if we're making a few mistakes now. Like I say, it's still kind of early mapping out phase. I've got some once you start seeing the gum line, you start seeing the teeth reach into one, then it kind of makes sense. Like I say, it's a bit rough and ready, and I apologise for my concentration area there, but I just needed to know where I'm going with this. There we go, you can start seeing the definition of the teeth a little bit better there. And the gum line. Yeah, so take your time in the old tooths, because they will define things a bit like eyes as well. If if they're not right, it doesn't work. It's absolute doesn't work. This is just a dark area in this section here, and that's why it's important to get the proportion right and stuff. So let that dry down a bit. Bit stuck. Let's take this one off. There you go. It's got a bit of shading on the back of the tooth. Gum line, dark. It's like a code I'm saying. Gum line, dark. It's not an insanity. It's just me talking. There we go, we're looking better now. Okay, so this is now, gives me an idea where these teeth are. Let's give this blast through. So reduce this. But it is forgiving, it's been really forgiving, which is good. There you can see this teeth starting to just come through now, sort of getting more definition there. Bottom ones I'm going to have to sharpen up, and these ones as well, I'll sharpen those up. But again, it's just early doors really, this. I mean, I don't know how long this video is going to be, but it's gone quite a while now. There you go, you're looking good. Could do with a bit more black in that, I think. Might be slightly over reduced. I might just put a drop in. Right, I think I will probably stop here. on the video. I'm going to continue painting just for a bit longer, just get some more bits and pieces I want down. I think it's quite a long video, but I think I wanted just to show you an extended video really of how I get to where I want to get to, slowly but surely. And I appreciate your time watching and my troubles doing it as well. So you've had a real-time view of what can go wrong, or how long it takes to get to where you want to get to. I got it there, yeah. See, this is just a process, just another process to get to that end result. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. Ha ha! I appreciate it. Sorry if I bored you in that section there, but that's just the way it is, unfortunately. I'm going to keep working on this, and next time the video you'll see it moved on, I guess, quite a bit, hopefully. And then we'll do some, hopefully give some more tips and tricks of what I can do to achieve stuff. Yeah, but it's starting to look good, yeah. So this is Dark Art Pro. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want, if you feel inclined. That'd be really cool. If you want any advice or tips, just drop me a line. I'll be very happy to speak to anybody. It's really nice. Oh, I'm really loving this now. Look, it's starting to really stoke my fire. Alien Warrior, the alien xenomorph is coming to life, peeps. In space, no one can help you scream. Hear you scream. See, I made a mistake there. God damn. I really hope you have an absolutely lovely weekend. I might go and have a beer in a bit, just to celebrate the beginning of this gloriness that is the xenomorph. Thanks again, and I'll speak to you all soon. I will probably post in the next week or so when I get time. Yeah, so thank you again. I think I said thank you about 15 times. Cheers guys, have a lovely weekend. Bye.